Hi, my name is Ashley Abraham, and this is my math all around me. Um, I just wanted to say I love how this assignment really connected to the prior assignment where we had to make a poster and advertise. And I love how these assignments really connect to each other. So I got to build on that a little bit. So I did grocery store budgeting challenge. So math is all around us. It's in our everyday life. Students use math even if they don't know it for shopping, cooking, measuring, and even budgeting. If they go up to the store and want to get a piece of candy or whatsoever, they have to figure out how much that is and how much they have, how much their parents give them. So students are using math even if they don't know it. And overall, I wanted to build a learning center that helps students connect to their real lives and see that math can be a big part of your life. Getting to know my students. I think I chose grocery store because many students help their family shop for groceries. They're familiar with the local stores and the budgeting, and this activity connects to experiences they may have outside of school. And they get to choose items from the food they like in their family traditions. So having an assignment that connects to real world situations and things they may do every day really was an insight into me picking this. So I wanted to pick something that was third grade standard. And so I wanted students to fluently add and subtract within 100 using place value strategies. And the learning objective for this was students will add and subtract prices and stay within a budget. So, cultural references, as I was talking a little bit earlier, students will select foods and products that represents from their homes and their different cultures, backgrounds, or whatsoever. I think this activity really explores the diverse backgrounds and experience students may have and really make real world connections to math and everyday life. And I really wanted inclusion, diversity, and engagement to be part of this activity when it comes to students that they can learn more about each other. So some of the materials is grocery advertisements, newspapers, food pictures, or whatsoever around the classroom, shopping baskets, play money, recording sheets, pencils, calculator optional. Most likely, I will have students by themselves, and students instruction cards, giving directions about what to do. Also, the teacher will give directions as well. So, the hands on activity, students will receive a $50 budget. Students will choose the grocery items, and then students will add the total cost all together. And then they will determine how much money they made. If they went over their budget, over their budget, or under their budget, and explain their thinking and show their work is the most common thing. For example, student in a classroom. The budget is $50. They buy apples for $4, milk for 5, bread for 3, chicken for 12. 4 plus 5 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. 50 minus 24, $26 remaining. Students will then explain on the recording sheet how they got that problem. So really technology is a big part of this, and even though it's not so much into this activity, I think that them knowing how to budget and using measuring and stuff really helps as they advance, like using multi-step word problems. While they use critical and budgeting skills, they compare shopping prices, they justify their math reasoning. All these things help when it comes to technology and math and using real world situations to solve real world math problems in the classroom. Assessment. How I will assess the students is they will complete a recorded sheet, show their math calculations, and write a brief explanation on how they solve their problems. And then what they can make of their shopping choices. On the recording sheet, there will be shopping choices. They can either draw or write it, the names of their food they chose. And then as a teacher, assess the kids based on accuracy of their work, problem solving skills, and ability to show work, and their participation during the activity. This will mostly be a partners or group activity in the Learning Center where students can really explore different ideas from their friends and how they used it. Reflection. After completing the activity, students reflect on math and how much they purchased, how did they stay within their budget, what strategies did they use, did they like the activity when it came to subtraction, multiplication, division, estimating, or comparing prices. These are all things that third graders are learning about in this new environment or whatsoever. So was it challenging? What things helped them to solve these things? And what things as a teacher can I build on and make better? So also how they use mathematical thinking in determining which items they could for in certain choices, and how these real world situations and how do they think people who deal with this every day have to deal with this when it comes to planning events, managing even money, or like going to the store. I think this really helps encourage students justify the reason why math really matters and value, understand a little bit of how math should be valued in our everyday lives. Conclusion. Math is all around us. It plays an important part in our everyday life. Students use math to solve real world problems even while they knowing it. And I think through this activity, they learn a little bit about financial decisions and strengthen their skills when it comes to critically thinking about math and just overall connecting mathematics to real world experience. And I think that what the Learning Center does, it creates a deeper understanding for math to be useful beyond the classroom. And I think that's valuable for any student in whatever grade, especially when it comes in elementary, learning that real life skills can really play an important part in your life and just giving them some guidance in a way. And I think math does that for everybody. Well, that was Ashley, and thank you so much for my Learning Center.